Hey there. Well, this morning I'm out here looking things over. It's kind of chilly this morning, by the way. Now, I've been posting a lot of videos as far as what it is I'm doing and everything. I'm going to give you an opportunity to find out a little bit about me. As you all know, my name's Jim. Uh, I grew up in a place called Little Kentucky in north central Ohio. We moved out here probably about 17, 18 miles from where I grew up. And we bought some property out here, my wife and and I did a lot of wood cutting out here. I cut a lot of trees out of here, and I planted a lot of trees. Uh, Parents are both passed away. Uh, I'm the oldest son of four boys, and I have a sister that's older than I. That being said, now I had a brother that asked me when I first bought the place and seen that I was doing all the trees being cut out of here and everything. He was like, why are you cutting all the trees out? To get rid of the undesirable trees. Not to mention I utilized the wood to heat the home. Got the original farmhouse here. Anyways, I wanted to put what I want in here, more desirable trees, more beneficial trees, not only to me, but to the wildlife. I've planted plenty of oaks, I've planted chestnuts, I've planted crab apples, I've planted apples, and as you all know, I have a fruit garden out behind the house. I just recently put in some blackberries, thornless blackberries, things that are beneficial to me. I always did grow up trying to grow things. That's just me. I just like to grow things. I did a lot of flower gardening over the years, and I just love to see things grow. And it seems like the good Lord blessed me to have the ability to do that. That being said, these pawpaws, later on down the road, I plan on utilizing them as an offset to my retirement and to see if I can do something with them and benefit from them as well because I love to eat pawpaws. That being said, I'm turn my attention back to this particular pawpaw while I'm here. Now, this is an NC-1 that I had grafted in uh, May 31st of this year. Now, I put pawpaws throughout the property here and there, and yes, I wanted some pawpaws, but I also wanted the quality pawpaws, what I would consider premium, more desirable than a regular seedling pawpaw like that one right there. And that's the reason why I started grafting. It's much cheaper to graft than it is to buy particular varieties like that one back there. It's a mango. I had three grafts in that tree right there, and all three grafts took off. And as you can see over my left shoulder, that's a healthy looking tree. This one right here, what I wanted to share with you is this stalk right here. That is 26 inches long. And as I stated, grafted May 31st. We're sitting on the 18th of August, about 2.5 months. And that's how much growth I got out of it. Incidentally, I had bought an NC-1 at the Pawpaw Festival last year. And all the NC-1s that I had grafted, the characteristics of them is not the same as the characteristics of that particular grafted tree, which that tree ended up costing me $45. And this graft right here, this NC-1 right here, it probably cost me about $5 because I bought the scion from a known establishment. But anyways, with that being said, I wanted to share how that thing is doing. I cannot believe how well it's doing. Incidentally, behind me, there's some little tiny pawpaws popping up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 of them there. That one there was a Susquehanna that I had bought 2 years ago, and the first year it struggled, and last year it struggled some more. So I made a plan. I thought to myself, that pawpaw was going to die, and it did. It ended up dying. There was a branch that came out on one side. I didn't like the way it was growing. I wanted that one straight up growth. And that branch was off to the side. I snipped it off and back during the winter, and I cut scion from that little branch and put it in the refrigerator and kept it until spring, and I was able to get 3 Susquehanna grafts out of that. And something ended up happening to that pawpaw. It died, so I cut it out of there. Now, from the rootstock itself, there's little suckers coming up. I'll probably let one grow with the idea of doing a graft. I have another graft right there that did not take. So, but the rootstock is still alive and is growing from the rootstock. I'm going to let it grow from the rootstock. I'm going to try it again. Try again. Now this one right here, I intend to do a series of grafts into it because it's an unknown variety. And it's got good stems that I can graft into. I'm going to top work this, just like I did the one up there by the chicken coop, which by the way, that one there is doing exceptionally well also. I think out of 10 grafts into that tree right there, maybe 2 of them didn't take, the rest of them are taken off. But that being said, it's a new thing that I have taken on as far as the challenge. But it's like right here, I'll probably cut this back to here or down to here and graft down here in this bottom, down here in the bottom, down here in the bottom, and work my way up the tree and try to convert that into a known variety. It's amazing how these pawpaws have grown down here in this bottom. These are not inside my fruit garden. They're outside the fruit garden. They're out here on the, I would say the south side of the property. And there's a big hill up that way, and everything comes down this way, and probably good sediment down in here is what's making these so healthy. Not to mention the ground down here, yes, it's dry like it is every place else, but it's not as dry as it is uphill. So evidently these pawpaws like where they're at. They're in the full sun, so they're doing good in the full sun. I'm very, very pleased with how they're doing. Well, anyways, that being said, just something that I wanted to share with you. Give you an opportunity to get to know me a little bit more. I have more ideas down the road that I will be dealing with. But anyhow, my name's Jim. If you like what you see, subscribe. And don't forget to click on that bell for notifications. You all have a God bless day.